I am seeing increasing numbers of women in surgery concerned about their fertility. And I suspect the reason for this is that we are tending to leave it later to choose to start a family. And unfortunately, nature is against us here. Women are different to men in that we are born with a finite number of eggs. We tend to produce one egg per cycle, and when they're gone, they're gone. Whereas men can continue to produce new sperm into middle age and beyond. So we are our most fertile in our 20s. A woman of 30 has about a 1 in 5 chance of conceiving with each menstrual cycle. That, I'm afraid, falls to about 1 in 20 with each cycle at the age of 40. Women often talk to me about what's the best time to plan sex if they're wanting to conceive, and they tend to think that that should be around the time of ovulation. In fact, your best chances of conceiving are to have sex every 2 or 3 days throughout your cycle. But if you do want to know when you're likely to ovulate, you need to know your own cycle. Often women think that they ovulate 14 days after the first day of their last period. Now, if your cycle is a regular 28 days, that is the case. But in fact, we ovulate 14 days before the first day of our next period. So if you want to plan your ovulation, you want to know when it's occurring, you need to know how your cycles are timed and work out 14 days before your next period is due. Managing fertility problems very much depends on, first of all, making the diagnosis. So we'd start by doing things like blood tests to check whether or not you're ovulating, and to look for conditions such as polycystic ovary syndrome, which can be linked to problems with fertility. We may also do special tests to look at your tubes. Undiagnosed chlamydia, for example, can cause tubes to become blocked and prevent an egg from getting into the womb to be fertilised. Once we know why you are having problems conceiving, we can go on to discuss treatment options. This will almost certainly involve being part of a fertility clinic, and it's important that you understand all the options available to you and what they involve, and that you are allowed to make the decisions that are best for you at this time in your life. For more information about fertility and the treatments that are involved, please visit nhs.uk.